Hi everybody, good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski this morning here on this Monday. It's Futurecast not doing a great job of showing us what's going on this morning. So first off, we've got a wide area of rain falling, but the severe weather threat's gone. The heaviest storms are now in northeast Kansas here. So this is kind of the area where it's raining still, basically southeast of the Tri-Cities. There was some heavy rainfall, some stronger storms earlier this morning. So some areas are dealing with some flooding. Right in here especially. City of Kearney also, a little bit of urban flooding this morning. But this rain fell apart. It's no longer really there outside of maybe a sprinkle here in Furnace County. So we're seeing things clearing out. That's going to be the trend this morning, is for rain to clear out, clouds to follow suit pretty quickly, and then we'll get a slightly breezy afternoon out there. Drier air moving in. The dew points won't be quite as high today, and it'll be warm and not hot out there. So it turns out today could actually be the best day of weather that we see this week here as we wrap up the month of June. Hard to believe. We're almost to the halfway point of the year already. Hard to believe. So looking at tonight here. Tonight's going to be a gorgeous night. Great evening if you have evening plans. Great night tonight with the lighter winds, clear skies for the most part, and lower dew points out there. You can see high pressure basically right over the Tri-Cities tomorrow morning, that slow clockwise rotation. Maybe a stray shower here to the southwest. Tomorrow, back to mainly sunny skies, maybe a little breezy out west. The winds will stay light in the eastern half of the area, but southerly winds will start to pick up, which is going to start to heat things up out here. So it is going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow, especially in the western areas here. And then we'll look for north and western areas maybe to see some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow evening. Slight chance of rain and thunderstorms, and then later in the night should fall apart. There shouldn't be a whole lot of activity towards Wednesday morning. So most of us will stay dry, but we'll watch those northern and western areas for a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms Tuesday night. Otherwise, the heat continues to build in. Wednesday could be one of the hottest days this week. So we go from the nice weather today to the hottest by the middle of the week, just a couple of days from now. Highs today in the low to mid 80s, a very pleasant day, especially with that humidity being a little bit lower. The dew point's not as high. Many of us could see those dew points drop below 60 later today, if you don't already have that this morning. Tonight, down into the 50s and low 60s. It's those lower dew points that will allow for our temperature to drop off. So we've got a very pleasant night in the mid to upper 60s or 50s to right around 60 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow starting to creep back up, mid to upper 80s and lower 90s for most of us, and even sneaking in some mid 90s in the northwest part of the state. Tomorrow night, back to the milder nights, 60s for the most part, and then one of our warmest days this week, low and mid 90s for highs on Wednesday, even upper 90s to the northwest towards Scotts Bluff and Chadron. Tomorrow night's going to be a milder night in the mid to upper 60s and low 70s. That humidity's creeping up as well. Looking ahead to Thursday, the day before the 4th of July, upper 80s, lower 90s, pretty warm temperatures out there. Let's take a look at the rest of that forecast. We're going to get a little more active at the end of the week here. So again, the rain's moving out this morning. We're probably not going to see much activity in the Tri-Cities through the daytime Thursday. But then Thursday night, a slight chance of a thunderstorm. The best chance does come on the 4th of July, the next best chance. And that would be during the afternoon and evening hours. A 50-50 shot here in the Tri-Cities. So we will have to watch for that chance of thunderstorms that could potentially interrupt your holiday plans. You have a plan for a barbecue or have a plan for some fireworks. I have a plan for some food and some games in the backyard with some people coming over, and might be interrupted by some rain and thunderstorms. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Over the weekend, we'll keep some slight chances going, mainly at night, as temperatures stay on the warm side. And looking at the long range, we're going from basically slightly below average today to pretty much close to average. Slightly below or slightly above average basically after today. So you fluctuate and you average it all out. Pretty much what you would expect for the beginning of July. So no extreme heat, but at the same time, we'll have plenty of warm, muggy days ahead of us. At the same time, no major drops in temperatures coming anytime soon. North Platte, you're going to be, again, a little cooler today. The rain pretty much done this morning. Now we look ahead. Small chance of storms tomorrow evening. Next chance is going to come Tuesday night. The best chance for you could be Friday afternoon and Friday evening for the 4th. It's not quite as high as the Tri-Cities. We're going with a 40% chance right there. And then over the weekend, we'll keep some slight chances going, mainly at night. And high temperature is going to be warmer. The lows will be warmer. Upper 80s and low 90s for highs. Lows mostly in the 60s. You can see it basically near or slightly above average as we head through most of the first part of July here after today on the final day of June. So as we take a look at things down the road here, we could be maybe warming up a little bit As we get into the 7th through the 13th of July here, so that's that second week of July, we could be slightly above average. So that tells me we could be in that upper 80s, low to mid 90s range most of that time. So kind of warm-ish, probably not excruciatingly hot the way it looks right now. Hoping that we can still keep some moisture around. They're still in that slightly above average chance of moisture heading into the middle of the month. Hopefully we can keep the active weather going, especially for those that need the rain. I know some places now could maybe hope to shut it off for a little while, but there will still be some chances down the road. But I think, again, a large part of this week is going to be dry now that the rain's moving out this morning. Again, there's small chances Tuesday night, especially looking to the northwest. Next chance Thursday night right there. And then the 4th of July, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, it's one of our better chances. Notice the chances a little bit lower out west. We'll keep some slight chances over the weekend. And even into next week, we're probably going to have at least a few more chances of rain and thunderstorms. So we're not completely shutting off the spigot there. So look at the GFS model. Again, rain clearing out this morning. Now we look ahead to small chance tomorrow evening, especially northwest. Thursday night, small chance of rain and thunderstorms. Our best chance does come on the 4th of July right there. And then beyond that, some slight chances over the weekend, and some of those chances will continue into next week. So we could keep the active weather going for a while. All right, real quick, one last thing. Hey, you know what? I don't always show this one. Let's show it today. I have time. The zone forecast for today. Again, most of us now drying out. The last of the lingering showers across the southeast. High temperatures in the low 80s today in the northwest, including 81 in Atkinson and Merriman, 82 in Thedford and Brewster, 83 Broken Bow, 82 in North Platte, 84 in Curtis, 86 Cambridge and Beaver City, Trenton. And again, the rain clearing out of these areas now, so probably going to stay dry today in these spots. I know some of those icons say rain, but at this point we're drying out. Southeastern areas, some lingering showers this morning, which will clear out by this afternoon. Talking low to mid 80s, 83 today in St. Paul, 84 in Seward, 84 in Blue Hill, and 86 in Fairbury. Low and mid 80s in northeastern areas. Maybe a little more wind up there in northeast Nebraska, but again, showers clearing out in the next couple of hours in those eastern areas. So, pretty nice day ahead of us today. I think for the most part should be the best day of weather this week in my opinion, but I don't like the humid weather. If you like the heat, the humidity, maybe your best days ahead of you are coming later in the week. But today is if I had to pick a nice summer day, this would be my nice summer day. Of course, I like cooler weather where it's in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees, but the chances of that are pretty slim. So I'll enjoy the cooler and drier conditions for today. So, all right, I want to thank you all for watching on this Monday morning. I will be back with you on Tuesday morning with all of the latest. Until then, take care, enjoy your day, and God bless. Bye.